Good morning. Happy Wednesday. We are talking about even and odd numbers today, located on page 477. So I'm just going to go through the concepts just like we have been, and so you're not confused. So I'm going to give you a second to turn to page 477 in your book, and on that page you should see a carton of eggs, 2 of them, and when you get there, just give me a whoop whoop, even though I can't hear you say whoop whoop. Okay, I'm gonna guess that everyone's there by now, and if not, just pause the video until you get there. Okay, so on page 477, it says, if we can divide a number of objects into 2 equal groups, then the number is even. So it's going to start to say, it says we see that 12 is even because 12 objects can be divided by 2. Let me show you why. So I'm going to draw 12 little circles because you know Mrs. Lee cannot draw. And once I get these on there, I think that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to change colors. And I am going to say, what is 12 divided by 2? And I hope all of you know why I did that, but I am going to explain it again. So it says, if it's even, it can be divided in 2 equal groups. So it's literally saying, please divide 12 by 2. So I'm going to take this red, and I hope all of you are shouting out the answer to me. But if you do not know the answer to this, I am going to work backwards. So we are saying, starting behind the equal sign, what times 2 equals 12? So I'm just going to do this so you know what I'm saying. What times 2 equals 12? And at this point, you're like, oh, Mrs. Lee, pick me. I know the answer. But I'm going to go and I'm going to write down the answer is 6. So if you got 6, awesome job. If not, it's okay. There are plenty more examples that we are going to get to today. So since I got an answer of 6, because it makes sense that 6, oops. Oh, come on. There we go. 6 times 2 equals 12. So now I'm going to count at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and put a nice circle around this group. And I'm going to change to green and do a nice circle around this group. These groups are equal, and that means that 12, this guy right here, is indeed an even number. So now we're going to do the same thing with the next group that we have in this example in the beginning, the new concept part. And it's saying that 11 is odd because it cannot be divided into 2 equal groups. So let me go ahead and write down 11. The number 11, and again, we are asking ourselves 11 divided by 2 equals what? And some of you are saying, wait, there has to be an answer to this. And you're correct that 11 can be broken up into 2 different groups. So let me show you. You can do 6 and 5, but are those the same number? That's my question. So if it is not the same number, it is not divided equally. If I give your brother 6 pieces of candy and you only get 5, that's not fair. That's not equal. So you need to make sure that it's equal groups. That's the point. So 11 is not equally distributed or equally divided by 2. So let's go ahead and do this activity together. And so I want you to gather whatever you are going to use. M&Ms, cereal, whatever you're going to do. And I'm going to draw as you are going to be doing this at the table with me. Okay? So again, you grab whatever little counters you want to use for this, and I really think this will help you understand the concept. So it says, place 10 counters, whatever counters you choose, on your desk. And again, we're modifying this because we are at home. And so place it on the table or wherever you're working in front of you. And it says, can you divide 10 by 2? Or can you divide 10 into 2 equal groups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now I am going to tell you the answer is yes, because I can say 10 divided by 2 equals, and everyone's screaming, 5, Mrs. Lee, I know the answer. So I'm going to take, let's take the blue. And I'm going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put a little circle around this. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's use this guy. Okay? Both of these groups have an equal amount of 5 in them, which makes it to be equal. So 10 is an even number, and because it can be divided by 2. So now, when you were a little kid and someone told you, oh, the even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, blah, 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 now you have a reason for why they said that. Let's go on to number 2. Place 9 counters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, on your desk, or again on your table. Can you divide 9 counters into 2 equal groups? Again, guys, yes, you can divide them into 2 groups, but they're not going to be equal because I can't divide 9 by 2. It's not an even answer. There's going to be a remainder, okay? So, I'm going to just say no, and the answer is odd, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And again, it's going to take me a second to do this, so you can go ahead and start setting up your counters if you want. And on the third one, it says, please place 8 counters. So let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, in your head, you know that 8 is even. But I am here to tell you why. Again, let's do 8 divided by 2 equals what? So if you don't know this answer, you just work backwards. What times 2 equals 8? And we've done this a million times in class, so I hope that you remember this. But I know that from what we've learned, 4 times 2 equals 8. So that means that 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to divide this by 4 and 4. It's even because it can be divided equally. I know that I am beating a dead horse by saying this, but remember, it has to be divided equally in order for it to be even. Okay? So I am going to jump down. I'm going to do example number 2 because I think example number 1 is just basically what we were just doing. So I'm going to do a more tricky one because 8 and 10 and 4, those are easy. I want to do one that's going to be more challenging for you. So let's do example number 2 together. There are 21, so now I'm going to sit here and draw 21 circles, where you are going to take out 21 counters. Hopefully you have 21. If not, it's okay because you can look on example number 2 and you can see everything they write. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, 21, can it be divided by 2? The first number in the tens place, 21. When I look at the number, 21. This number right here can be deceiving because it is a 2. But let me remind you, you determine whether a number is even or odd by the ones place. So, in the tens place we have a 2, but in that ones place we have a 1. Is 1 even or odd? And I hope all of you are saying odd. So, already I know that 21 is not going to be divided by 2. It's not going to work because it cannot be odd and be divided by 2. Okay? So, let's go to this last example. 365. Wow, that is a big number. So let me erase this really quick. 365. Now, again, I said that regardless of what is in other place values, we are looking at the ones place. So, 365. Bear with me. 365. I am looking at the ones place. Now, tell me, class. Is 5 even or odd? I hope you're saying odd. Yes, 5 is odd. So in order for this to be an odd number, we look at the ones place. And because there is a 5 in the ones place, 365 cannot be divided equally by 2. I really hope this lesson helped. Please make sure that you answer all of the lesson practice. I think it'll really, really help you. And again, look at the ones place, and that will really help you determine whether it's even or odd. Or you can literally do a division question if you already know that you know the answer. I hope that this video helped, and I can't wait to see you guys soon. All right, bye.